Hey everyone, Arbiter Wolf here with another weekly video. I think the one big takeaway for this week is being able to be adaptable. The reason being is that for this week, I believe, if I calculated it correctly, starting from Monday to Sunday, I worked a total of 71 hours. So this obviously threw a big wrench in my plan, especially when I was planning on doing a majority of my detail head drawings during the weekend. And when I ended up working both Saturday and Sunday, those plans went out the window. So again, I think a really big skill to have is being able to adapt to a situation. Now, what I was doing this week is that I was practicing both the eyes, nose, and mouth in my sketchbook rather than on my tablet. I found that this was a lot more easier to get into just drawing because I can just take a sketchbook and pencil and just get right into it. And I was feeling that I was seeing some good results with that. My plan was that I was going to practice during the weekday these areas, and then I was going to go and focus on doing the detail head drawings on the weekend. Which is why when things changed, I felt I should have adapted better than how I did. Now, I know 71 hours is a lot of time to work, which ends up giving you very little free time to do things. But I feel looking back at it that there are takeaways of where I can improve on. Now, what I just said with having very little free time, that is a big issue, which means that that little free time, I need to not waste it. What I found for this week is that while I may have not had big chunks of free time, I definitely did have some smaller chunks of free time. I definitely do think that if I stayed a little bit more focused and disciplined throughout the week, I would have had a little bit more time to do drawing. Which is why I think for the next week, I need to have better time management and just being able to adapt to different situations and still get to the goals that I want to achieve. Now, it may seem that I'm being a little too harsh on myself, but I think of it more as good feedback on going over what happened for this last week. Because for this next week, I can now focus on having some better time management and focusing more on taking advantage of smaller chunks of free time. I think what this really all boils down to is being able to perform while things are hard. And I think this is kind of a good skill to have, which is why if there is something that's coming up during the week that's kind of throwing a wrench in my plans and making things hard, I want to perform better in that environment. That way, when things aren't hard, I'm performing even better. And hopefully, this just leads to overall just being able to focus on my goals no matter what the circumstances are. So, for this next week, I'm planning on just being a little bit more adaptable and having some better time management and taking advantage of that free time. And as of right now, I know that it's going to be a little bit more of a difficult week because I'm going to be moving for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday while still getting in a full work week. So I know as of now that I need to really be on my game, and I really hope that I can actually perform a lot better than last week. And while it may not be the best week in terms of getting a whole lot done, I just want to know at the end of the week that I didn't leave anything on the table, basically. That I took advantage of the free time that I had and focused on my drawings. So that's pretty much going to sum it up for that point here. I will just talk a little bit on the drawing you're seeing here. This drawing was done actually the week previous. It was one of the detailed head drawings I did. I did not get a detailed head drawing done this week because I had that limited time, but I'm hoping to do a lot more this week. And overall, I'm kind of happy of how it turned out. I think the eyes looked a lot better than the drawing from the last video. Only issue is that I felt that the face seemed a little bit too pointed, but overall I felt pretty happy with it. I'm just going to keep continuing on doing more quick sketches of references and hopefully seeing some improvement for these detailed head drawings. But that's pretty much going to sum up for this video. I know it may seem that I'm being a little bit too harsh on myself, but really I'm just wanting to see myself perform better. And then just kind of taking a critical look at the past week and just trying to find some ideas of how to improve. But if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks.